Hey Mets fans, how are we doing today? I'm Mets Dugout with my co-host, Mets Station. Welcome to the Teens of Queens YouTube channel. Today we'll be discussing numerous topics such as Starling Marte trade rumors, the hiring of new manager Luis Rojas, and the New York Mets included in the MLB Pipeline Top 100 Prospects. We hope you enjoy. Subscribe and like for more Mets content. I would like to start off with talking about the Starling Marte trade rumors. Michael Marino, Hector Gomez, and Yehuda Schwartz have reported that the Mets have been in extensive talks with the Pittsburgh Pirates about Starling Marte. Overall, I think we should not get Starling Marte because I think our outfield's fine without him. We have Brandon Nimmo, Michael Conforto, J.D. Davis, who could all handle the outfield with greatness. Last year, Marte hit .295 with a .342 on base percentage and a .503 slugging and a .353 WOBA, accumulating a 3 WAR. I think overall the fit makes somewhat of sense because the Mets need first center fielder, but he's not that big of an upgrade over Brandon Nimmo, if any. Brandon Nimmo is a solid baseball player. He gets on base at an elite rate, and there's really no reason to go out and acquire Starling Marte at this point. I think that if the Mets were to make a trade with the Pirates, Brody Van Wagenen would probably overpay for him and probably ruin our future like he did in the Cano and Diaz trade. I think if I were the Mets, I would stay put right now and just roll with the outfield we have going into next season.
Yep.
What's your thoughts on this?
I agree with you. I'm also thinking the Mets should not trade for Starling Marte. I think we have a good outfield the way we have it right now. Michael Conforto, Brandon Nimmo, and J.D. Davis are all capable of holding the ground in the Mets outfield. And especially the guys who have been mentioned in the Starling Marte rumor kind of concerns me. Like guys like Brandon Nimmo, Andres Gimenez, and Ronnie Mauricio, all top young
Along
guys.
with guys like Francisco Alvarez, who were in trade
Yeah.
rumors.
Mm-hmm. All these guys,
And
they have a good future in the Mets system. And yeah.
as we'll talk about later, Francisco Alvarez was in the MLB Pipeline Top 100 Prospects.
Yep, as Gimenez and Mauricio were too. That's not comfortable trading top young guys like these who could have an impact in the Mets one day.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so over the past day or so, Yehuda Schwartz and Michael Marino have both said that the Starling Marte trade front is kind of slowed down a little bit due to the Mets' unwillingness to trade Brandon Nimmo in any potential deal, which I agree with. And I just don't think we should trade for him. I think if we were to make a big splash, it would be for a guy like Nolan Arenado, which I don't think is likely. But if I were to make a big splash, that would be the guy I'm going to get, not Starling Marte.
Mm-hmm. I agree. I believe outfield isn't our big concern right now. I think back end of the relieving, and even though it was upgrade, we can still use a little bit of depth. That's all. I think that's all we really need right now.
Depth is always positive.
I don't think we need a big splash at the moment. I think I'm comfortable with the team we have right now. Just a few more little additions can make a big impact on the team right now.
And we do have Dom Smith, too, who's capable of playing the corner outfield positions. Mm-hmm. Maybe not at an elite level, but he was solid out there.
Absolutely, yeah. All right,
let's move on to our next topic. After Carlos Beltran was let go last week, Luis Rojas was hired.
I'll take away from here. Luis Rojas was hired as a manager on a multiple-year contract. He's been a part of the Mets organization for 13 years. He's our 23rd manager, and in his recent press conference, he quoted, "I feel like the most lucky person in the world right now as the manager of the New York Mets." And Rojas has been in the organization for 13 years, as I said earlier. He's managed rookie ball, low A ball, high A ball, double A, and was the quality control coach for the Mets last year. So what are your thoughts on this hiring after Carlos Beltran was let go after the cheating scandal that was released a couple weeks ago?
I really like this hiring. Luis Rojas is a young guy. He could relate to the players easily. He's very good analytically. He's good at relaying uh, statistics from the front office to the players, from
Mm,
what I've heard.
yep.
Um, he's managed several of our players in the minor leagues, so they're all probably very comfortable with him, from what I've heard.
Here, I'll list the players that he has managed. He's managed Jacob deGrom, Brandon Nimmo, Robert Gazelman, Seth Lugo, Steven Matz, Luis Guillorme, Dominic Smith, Ahmed Rosario, Yoenis Cespedes, Tomas Nido, Jarius Familia, Jeff McNeil, and your 2019 Rookie of the Year, Pete Alonso. So people refer to him as the experienced manager. So yeah.
Along with him growing up in a baseball family when he was younger, so
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I
So
think he should be really good.
I think so too. I think our team's pretty young. We have a good mixture of young players and good veterans. So I think he'll relate to the younger players as you said earlier. And yeah, mm, he looks pretty confident out there. So is that all your thoughts on Loser Hoss?
Just excited for him.
Mm-hmm.
He deserves this opportunity. I think he'll excel, and hopefully he could lead this team to the playoffs in 2020. So
Absolutely.
good
Yep.
luck.
Mm-hmm. All right, let's jump into our final topic. Final topic. The Mets or the MLB Top 100 pipeline. We had four prospects in there. We had shortstop Ronnie Mauricio coming in at number 62, catcher Francisco Alvarez coming in at number 63, shortstop Andres Gimenez coming in at 84, and our 2019 first-round draft pick Brett Beatty coming in at 93. So, what are your thoughts of our prospects in the top 100?
Um, Overall, our farm system has become weaker over the years, but these are four very promising guys in our system that have good
Mm-hmm.
future potential with this team. First, I'm starting with Ronnie Mauricio. I think he has solid potential. He's if he learns how to get on base better and develops a little bit more power, I think he'd be a dominant shortstop in the league one day.
Mm-hmm.
Francisco Alvarez, he's still a very young catcher from what I've heard.
Mm-hmm.
He's great defensively behind the plate. Hit really well this year in the lower levels of the minor leagues.
Mm-hmm.
And next year will be his second season, so we'll see what we get out of him next year. As for Andres Jimenez, he's been in our system for a couple of years now. He had a down year in Double A in his first season in Double A. He's still very young. Um, he's a Gold Glove caliber fielder out there. If his offensive game picks up again this season, see no reason why he can't be a big league player one day. And as for Brett Beatty, big power bat, has huge potential. Drafted just last June out of Texas. I think if next year will be his first full season in the minor leagues, so we'll see how he does.
Yeah. I think out of the four prospects we have in the top 100, I'm probably most
Thank you
excited to see
for
how our
watching
catcher
our
Francisco
first
Alvarez
YouTube
comes
video.
out.
I hope
Yes,
you
as you
continue to
said, he's
watch
really
it
young.
as
He's
we
18
go
years
through the
old.
rest of the off
Last
season and
year
into
in
spring training in a month.
Kingsport rookie ball, he
Subscribe
slashed
to the YouTube channel.
462,
Follow
548, and
me, Mets
846
Dugout, and
slugging
Met
with a
Station on Instagram, and
1.395
Met
OPS
Station's
with two
minor
home
league
runs,
account,
10
NYM
RBIs,
Miners.
and
And
yeah, a few
see you
extra base
next
hits
week,
in there
Mets
too.
fans.
So
All
I'm
right,
most
see you
excited
guys.
about Francisco Alvarez out of these few guys. Who are you most excited about?
I have to agree with you on that one. I think Alvarez has shown huge potential and
Mm-hmm.
feel like he could be really big. He's already a top 100 prospect and he's only 18. Can only go up from here. And another guy to watch, maybe going to the top 100 eventually, is pitcher Matt Allen, who we also took in this past draft in the third round.
Yeah, I'm very excited to see him. Yeah, good pitcher, and yeah, so I think that's gonna conclude our topic for the top 100 prospects. And yeah, so
Thank you for watching our first YouTube video. I hope you continue to watch it as we go through the rest of the off season and into spring training in a month. Uh, Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Follow me, Mets Dugout, and Met Station on Instagram, and Met Station's minor league account, NYM Miners. And see you next week, Mets fans.
all right, see you guys.